Quarterbacks, check. Running backs, check. Now we're on to the money makers, the wide receivers in the top 20. Should be tons of fun. If you enjoy, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. This is a brand new channel. So again, tell a friend and tell a friend if you do enjoy. Moving over into the top 20. If you want deeper explanations about these players, let me know down in the comments. Of course, if I'm higher on someone or lower on someone, also let me know. I'll get back to you as quickly as I possibly can, even though I'm on vacation when you're seeing this. But 16 through 20 on your screen now. I like to do these in half or full PPR formats, so keep that in mind and view these receivers in tiers. So these five I view in the same tier of fantasy wide receivers. Marvin Harrison might be the biggest name that's sticking out to us here because he's the new shiny toy. Everybody wants him. He might be the best wide receiver prospect we've ever seen. So why am I not higher on him? I've explained it with James Conner, and I've explained it with Kyler Murray. This is going to be a run-focused offense. And to me, Marvin Harrison, he's going to have a really good rookie season, just not a great rookie season. And I think what's turning me off is the fact that he is going in the late first, early second round. To me, that's extremely too high for Marvin Harrison. I would be okay with a late second, early third for a guy that is an unproven rookie in an offense that's not necessarily going to be an air-raided style of offense. So am I a little bit lower on him than consensus? Yes, but it also could just be his draft price. Drake London at 17 should have a breakout season, but is it top 10 worthy? That's in question. Amari Cooper's still really good. I like his situation. But how good is Deshaun Watson going to be? That's my only question. Jalen Waddle, Deebo Samuel, two guys that are so dynamic when they're on the field and healthy. They just need the football, and that's it. They can take care of it from there and help our fantasy teams. Both of these guys are going to be tremendous wide receiver threes for our fantasy teams down the board, or even a mid-tier wide receiver too, if you go running back or other positions early. 11 through 15. There's a lot of movement here. Unlike some other position groups, this is where we've seen a lot of movement. Brandon Ayuk, DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp, and Mike Evans all moved down one spot respectfully. And Devontae, of course, is there at 15. I've been watching the Wide Receiver U documentary. I'm just now getting onto that train. And Devontae, of course, that documentary it's going to make me want to draft this dude in the second round because that's just what those things tend to make you do. But Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk, all guys that are arguably the wide receiver one on their teams, you cannot go wrong. And what I've been saying this entire offseason is that there's 14 wide receiver ones, as crazy as that might sound, but really from Mike Evans all the way to number one, if they're your number one wide receiver, you can't go wrong. And I don't think you're going to be upset at your build if you have one of these top 14 guys at your number one spot. But that is my 11 through 14. The reason why those guys have fallen all one spot respectfully is because I'm starting to buy into this New Orleans Saints offense. If you've been following my other channel where we cover the NFL and NBA on a weekly basis, I'm not a big fan of this Saints team in general. I think it's going to be a year where they underperform. But as far as Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave, this is a pair of guys where they're going to be in an offense that's going to be down a lot, and they're going to have a lot of garbage time points, I think. I think Chris Olave, he's due for that top 5 level fantasy season. And if Derek Carr and him, year 2 under their belts, there's more chemistry between those two guys. I think this is a year where Dennis Allen can't mess around. His job's on the line. You got to get your playmakers the ball. And that, most notably, is Chris Olave. Should have a huge season in full PPR formats. Michael Pittman, I'm higher on him than consensus, but this is a guy that was a top 5 wide receiver on a per-game basis last year. If he can just stay steady this year, there's other talented wide receivers in this offense, so Pittman's going to have more one-on-one coverage than ever. And Anthony Richardson, again, his safety blanket will be number 11 in Michael Pittman. Puka at 8, A.J. Brown at 7, Garrett Wilson at 6. That's the question of the video. How would you rank on your rankings Garrett Wilson, A.J. Brown, and Puka in that order? How would you rank those 3 guys in the comments? Let me know. I'm curious to see what you guys can think. I can be swayed a multitude of ways. Moving into the top 5, the only movement here is that Amon-Ra has moved up one spot here over Jay Jettas, and it's simply the quarterback situation. I know Sam Darnold is an okay quarterback, and JJ McCarthy might be a little bit better, but the chemistry between Sam Darnold and Jay Jettas is going to be a little bit. It's going to be on par with JJ McCarthy. I just don't see that either of those quarterbacks can produce a top 5 wide receiver. But at the end of the day, this might be the best receiver in football, and Jefferson's going to make those guys look a lot better than what they actually are. But to add on to that fact, Kevin O'Connell is such an amazing offensive mind, and I'm a huge fan of Kevin O'Connell, where he's going to get Jefferson the ball no matter how it comes, whether if he's got to move him into the slot or whatnot. Jefferson, just like Amon-Ra, they're both going to have big seasons. I think Amon-Ra is just a little bit of a safer pick. And then in these top 3, this might be another question for you guys. How would you rank these top 3 wide receivers as far as fantasy football? I think all 3 guys have a chance to break that 2,000-yard record. I think all 3 guys could be the wide receiver 1 this year. So again, interesting conversation there. Let me know what you think down in the comments. But that's going to do it for the wide receivers. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. These are no doubt quicker episodes, but you guys know with our drafts just about a month away, you guys want the most information as quickly as you could possibly get it. And that's the goal of this channel. So if you enjoy, of course, support us down below and share the show.